Hey everybody, it's Katie with One Music School, and we're back with another guitar tutorial. Today we're going to be learning Not Easy by Alex the Kid featuring Elle King, X Ambassadors, and Wiz Khalifa. If you'd like to know a little bit about me and what I do, please look at the description box below. My website is there. Also, there is a chord chart. All right, let's get into the tutorial. So first we're going to need chord-wise. We have an E minor 7, a C add 9, a G, and a D chord. For the bridge, you're going to need an A minor, a full E minor, and then a B minor bar chord. Now the song starts with the chorus. So first we have an E minor 7 for 2 counts. And then we have a C add 9 for 2 counts, G for 2 counts, and then a D for 2 counts, E minor 7 for 2 counts, then a D for 2 counts, and then a G for 4 counts. Now to play the verse, we're going to play a G for 2 counts, D for 2 counts, E minor 7 for 2 counts, then a C add 9 for 2 counts, then a G, and a D, and then C add 9 for 4 counts, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go back to a G, 1, 2, D for 2 counts, 3, 4, E minor 7 for 2 counts, 1, 2, C add 9, 3, 4, E minor 7 for 2 counts, then a D for 2 counts, and then a G for 4 counts. Now for the bridge, you're going to play an A minor, an E minor. It's going to be different than your E minor 7. You want the full E minor, and then we have a B minor bar chord. So if this is your first bar chord, here's a little tip. When you lay your pointer finger across the 2nd fret, what I'm doing is I'm not laying it across all of the strings. What's happening is that I'm on the first 5, and then this one right here is being muted by the very tip of my pointer finger so that it doesn't sound, because if you push this down, that F sharp's going to come through. You don't want that. So what you want to do is you want to lay your finger across the 2nd fret. And if you notice, I am not fully on the folds of my finger like that. That's just not going to work very well. So I'm rolling it onto its side so that the knuckle is pushing down on the first 3 strings, like right around there, so that it doesn't get swallowed by the fold of my finger. So I roll it to its side, and then my ring finger and my pinky, they go to the 4th fret of the D and the G string, and then my middle finger goes to the 3rd fret of the B string. That's my B minor. So for the bridge, we have A minor for 2 counts, 1, 2, and then E minor for 2 counts. And then we have a B minor for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time, A minor, E minor, and then B minor. You're going to play that section 4 times. For the strumming pattern for this song, what we're going to do is I'm going to mute my strings so that you can hear it. And it's just down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Or 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Now for the finger picking part, if you would like to try it. If you think, well, Katie, ain't nobody got time for that, well then just skip along to the play along and then have some fun. If you have never done any type of finger picking before, I highly suggest that you use a metronome. This is at 84 BPM and you're playing 16th notes, so slow it down. I tell my students all the time, I would rather have you play it slowly and well than play it fast and sloppy. Because if it's sloppy slow, it's sloppy fast. Start on a G first, and just remember out, out, in, in. And what I mean by out, out, in, I'm talking about the outer strings Right here, I'll refer them as the outer strings, and then these as the inner strings because it's just closer to the center of the body. So my thumb is going to pluck down on the E string, middle finger is going to pluck up on the B string. My thumb's going to pluck down on the D string, and my pointer finger is going to pluck up on the G string. So if you look, out, out, in, out, out, in. Now, our fingers are going to find a D chord. My thumb is going to move down to the open D string, but my pointer and my middle finger, they're going to pluck the exact same strings. Thumb, middle, thumb, pointer, thumb, middle, thumb, pointer, out, out, in, out, out, in. Now I hear a full E minor, and not the E minor 7, because there are just some open strings that are being played that I hear rather than the E minor 7. So I have my full E minor, and I have the same finger picking pattern that I did for the G, and it's going to be out, out, in, out, in, or the E string, B string, then to the D string, G string, out, out, in. Here, I hear a full C. I don't hear the C add 9, because I hear some different strings, but it's the same finger picking pattern, but instead of my thumb being on the E string, starting with the E string, it's going to start on the A string. Out, out, in, out, out, in. Now the intro first has a G, D, E minor, C, and then it goes to E minor, D, and a G. So whatever chord you have, that's the finger picking pattern that you are going to play. So if it's G twice, out, out, in, out, out, in, then if there's a D chord that's next, then you're going to play that D finger picking pattern. Out, out, in, out, out, in, E minor, out, out, in, out, in, C, out, in, out, in, back to the E minor, out, in, out, in, now D, out, in, out, in, G. And then for the chorus, because it also starts with the chorus, starts with an E minor, then you do the E minor finger picking pattern. And then we have our C, G, D, then E minor, then E minor, D, then G. All right, you have all of the parts that you need. Stick around for the play along. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy breaking your heart. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy breaking your heart. We were two dumb kids, full of grand ideas. We knew this would end from the start. From the fire we burned, you and I, we learned. It's not easy breaking your heart. It's not easy. No, it's not easy. It's not easy breaking your heart. It's not easy. No, it's not easy. It's not easy breaking your heart. Ooh, ooh, ooh. two dumb kids, full of hopes and fears, growing further and further apart. So you shook your head, looked at me and said, it's not easy breaking your heart. It's not easy, no, it's not easy. It's not easy breaking your heart. It's not easy, no, it's not easy. It's not easy breaking your heart. It's not easy, no, it's not easy. It's not easy breaking your heart. It's not easy, no, it's not easy. It's not easy breaking your heart. It's not easy, no, it's not easy. It's not easy breaking your heart. It's not easy, no, it's not easy. It's not easy breaking your heart. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.